Activision Blizzard sued by California over frat boy culture. Yikes. Well, we're going to be finding out a little more about that and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
Wait, we started too late. The bars are already open. I need to go. Let's do this.
All right, so guys, as we usually do the intros, we're going to skip that for now, but we need to get down to business today because, oh my God. So, Activision Blizzard sued by California over widespread sexism and sexual harassment. Willie, I mean, are you even shocked? I mean, first it was freaking what is these people? Ubisoft, and now Activision, dude. Activision Blizzard. Let me be more clear.
Yeah. You gotta say it right. It's Activision Blizzard.
Yes.
Although, as I will explain later, Activision wants to clean its hands.
Oh,
but all right, let's get the details.
Let's get down to this. Let's get down to this. Go ahead.
Okay, so the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing started an investigation into Activision Blizzard 2 years ago, and recently brought up a lawsuit and pretty much outlining their findings of that investigation, and it's not a pretty picture. The high point, I'll say the low points, I should say. The lawsuit refers to a quote-unquote frat boy workplace culture that subjects its female employees to gender-based discrimination and constant sexual harassment.
Yikes.
Wow. I mean, we saw this before from Ubisoft. Now we're seeing it from Blizzard. And, as we will see later, they're not the only ones. But okay, this one. This was filed Tuesday. It allowed, they're basically saying that Blizzard allowed sexism and discrimination across the company, saying that there were only 20% of Activision Blizzard's employees were women. Very few women ever reached top roles. They earned less money than male counterparts. And yeah, I mean, bad. Another quote: women of color were particularly vulnerable targets of Activision Blizzard's discriminatory practices. They were discouraged from complaining as human resources personnel were known to be close to the alleged harassers. There's talk here, and it names people.
Names?
Including current Blizzard big boss, J. Allen Brack, who is said to have known of some of this stuff and let quite a bit of it pass.
Whoa.
The biggest harasser, according to the suit, was the senior creative director of World of Warcraft, Alex Afrasiabi, who is mentioned many times.
Oof, that's a bad one.
Who is mentioned as having been spoken to by Jay. I mean, he was like, Jan and Brack actually spoke to him, quote unquote, multiple conversations, but always got away with a slap on the wrist.
My God, but what were they thinking? You know? I
mean, you hear about it all the time when it comes to especially game development, which for a long time has been seen as a boys' club.
Okay.
And whenever women are there, they're either discriminated against or sexually harassed. You hear about it. I'm not saying it happens in every single developer, but you've heard about it enough to know that a lot of this rings true.
Yes.
And some of the stuff that they mention is pretty fucking disgusting.
I mean, I can imagine, dude. First of all, they're groping the ladies, and then they'll ask them like, "Hey, you want to join us in their, I guess, private hotel room or whatever?" And it's, dude, I'm telling you right now, look, that they're just giving men just a bad name in general.
Afrasiabi himself, Afrasiabi himself, his exploits were so well known that whenever they were out, that they were going to conventions or any kind of events, they would call his hotel room the Cosby Suite.
Oof. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Here we go. Another quote from the lawsuit. During a company event, an annual convention called BlizzCon, Afrasiabi would hit on female employees, telling them he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arms around them. This was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors, who had to intervene and pull him off of female employees. So there you go. You have accounts where supervisors saw what he did and let it slide.
Oh no, dude! No. Oy,
There was another part in the lawsuit where they talked about quote unquote cube crawls. The male employees would drink on the job. I mean, I can't exactly say anything bad about that.
No, I can't.
Even though it is unprofessional, still, they would drink a lot, and then it would go from cubicle to cubicle, targeting the female employees and sexually harassing them and just being out and out gross.
Dude. First of all, look, I don't mind the whole drinking part. If you know how to control yourself with drinking and like just to unwind and work in a chill environment, I'm all for it. Hell, I would love to have something like that. But if you're going to be using that as an excuse to go harass other women, you can go fuck that shit. Go fuck yourself. Go fucking jump off the first cliff you see. You're a piece of shit, first of all, to be doing that shit.
I've always said this because you always hear the story from people. No, because he's different when he drinks.
Oh yeah, I bet.
If you can't hold your drink in a manner that isn't either abusive or just disgusting, don't fucking drink. Don't
bother. Just don't.
Do us all that favor and don't fucking drink.
Don't even bother, dude. Just fuck it. You know what, dude? It's coming pretty much to the next article that we're going to talk about, because being that all these allegations are happening, Willie, now you're kind of wondering, the Blizzard boss, being these accused for falling into this whole not addressing the sexual harassment and calling for new allegations is troubling, dude. So what the fuck is he doing? Like, is he going to be like, he's going to step up, or he's going to have to resign, or what the fuck? Because
I don't know what's going to happen. Jay Allen Brack, as I said before, he's the big man. He's the boss there. And he's had his hands in a couple of little faux pas. If you remember the suspension of Blitz Chung, the esports commentator. No, he wasn't a commentator. He was an actual esports participant.
Okay.
For comments he made about liberating Hong Kong, and I'm not going to get into all that. Yeah. The most important one is the one that we have in front of us right now.
Very.
He sent out an email to Blizzard staff, and it was shown to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier. He's always on top of all this shit.
Definitely.
Where he's quoted as saying, I quote, "I personally have a lot of emotions coming out of yesterday, and I know you do too. The allegations and the hurt of the current and former employees are extremely troubling." You think? You think? Considering that your name is mentioned several times in the lawsuit as being one that just let things slide, that's pretty fucking troubling.
It's bad, dude. There's nothing good about that, dude. There's nothing good about this. Nothing, dude. It's bad. First of all, you know what's going on, and you're not gonna address it. What type of fucking company is this, man?
Yeah, no. In the email, Brack appears to be caught by surprise by the widespread allegations, despite being named in the complaint himself as one of the top managers who failed to deal with the sexual harassment, even when he was aware of it. You can say whatever you want about this. The man he's up to his elbows and shit.
Oh no, that's not the only thing that's up to his elbows, because it looks like the Activision execs are telling the team that the lawsuit is actually that's what's hurting the company. No fucking shit.
No.
Really?
No.
That's part of it only.
Hold on.
my God.
This one's funny. Activision executive Fred Townsend is blaming the lawsuit for damaging the company culture. So it's not all the stuff that was going on Blizzard.
No.
It's the lawsuit.
It's the lawsuit. You know,
I want you to know that this person, Fred Townsend,
yeah,
used to work for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. So they know how to spin bullshit.
Oh, they spinning all right. They're spinning that shit wise round. Fuck that. Yo, that is, my God. How stupid are they, Willie?
And I want to put out a quote for this one too, because this one's funny.
Go ahead.
I know this has been difficult for many of us. A recently filed lawsuit presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company, including factually incorrect, old, and out of context stories, some from more than a decade ago. So, okay, the stories are old, so it's okay.
So what? They think that this is kind of like a sweep under the rug type of junk?
No.
Fuck?
The stories are old, so it's okay. They're factually incorrect. How? I mean, I'm sure that she'll go and say how they're factually incorrect. Is it factually incorrect that the head of Blizzard is named in this as letting it pass?
No, and several names. What the fuck? It's not just one, it's several.
Okay, but when you're talking about the big guy, the one who's basically running things.
Yeah, the head honcho. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
He might not have been the big honcho when it happened. Jalen Brack only recently, not recently, but not too long ago, became the head of Blizzard. But he was the creative director of World of Warcraft. So he's been a big wig there for a while. And him knowing all this stuff and letting it slide, does it matter how old it is?
No, my God. Well, funny that you mentioned WoW right now, Willie, because that's another thing that's part of it. WoW players call for removal of the NPCs named after ex-director identified in new lawsuit.
This goes back to Mr. Afrasiabi.
Bro.
There are two NPCs in World of Warcraft. One in the Alliance capital of Stormwind, who's Field Marshal Afrasiabi.
Yeah.
And there's another one that's in another area in the Wormrest Temple in Northrend. Mm-hmm. And people want Blizzard to have both of those either renamed or completely removed. It's gone so far as that Horde players, because you have Horde and Alliance, so you have these two factions that are against each other, have Horde players invading Stormwind just to kill that NPC.
Amazing.
They're childish and whatever, but I get you get the point. Now some people are taking even farther. People are taking even farther.
Go ahead.
They want the quests that were created or that Afrasiabi worked on to be removed or reworked. That's going to be a lot because the man, again, he was the creative director, so he had a hand in a lot of this shit.
I'm telling you right now, man, this is fucked up, man, for Activision. Really fucked up. I'm not even sure if this is something that they can get out of easily right now. This is deep shit. This is really deep shit.
Yeah. Now,
really deep shit.
It's not without precedent because they did this, was it last year or the year before? There was a streamer named Swifty who had some references in WoW and World of Warcraft, because that's one thing about Blizzard. They love their pop culture references.
Of course.
And so they'll put little pop culture references in all their games. World of Warcraft has a Plants vs. Zombies minigame. But Swifty was in the game, and after sexual harassment allegations were dropped on him, they removed him from the game. But this is a big guy at Blizzard who's responsible for some pretty epic quest lines.
You know what, man? You know what, dude? Let's continue more with the news because it looks like sexual harassment is on the weekly table right now from what it looks like. I mean, we started with these fucking people. Now we have Activision. And it looks like Bungie publishers are pretty much going the same route from what it looks like.
Well, they seem to be more proactive.
Okay,
Because they
so
put out a statement that's saying that they're against any of that.
oh, okay. So they're against it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just seeing harassment there or something like, okay, who got harassment for 2021? Who has it?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it was Murder Hornets in 2020.
Yeah.
So 2021, why not harassment?
No, why not? But it looks like Bungie published his statement against harassment, abuse, and inequality.
Yes.
Okay, in the games industry, which you know what, good. They're against it. Fuck that. They should not even have it. That should be out of the fucking. Those words should never be in any workplace, and especially one known as these gaming industries.
Listen, we know, okay, that it happens regardless. Remember that this is not new.
Mm-hmm.
There's been talk about this before. Riot Games had quite a bit of it going on for a while. The people who make League of Legends. The stuff that we're hearing about from Blizzard, we've heard from Activision before.
Damn shame.
This is nothing
new. Damn
new.
Shame. But you know what, man? I'm glad for Bungie though. They went on to Twitter, which we all know that if you don't put it on Twitter, you're nobody. And Twitter gets all the views. Everybody is fucking looking at Twitter right now like you have no idea. So they pretty much went out there and posted a tweet about all this bullshit that's going on, just to make sure that it's, you know, they're against all this shit. They're against it. And I'm glad. Because, bro, it's already considered to be a frat boy culture now. And that's a scary thought. It's a very scary thought because now any woman out there that wants to be or is a game developer and wants to join one of these fucking areas, they're gonna be terrified. They're gonna be like, no, I guess I don't want to be a game developer anymore, or go to a company like this one because I'm afraid I'm just gonna get raped on, or what the fuck.
It's not just
I don't know.
I mean,
dude,
that's the go-to when you talk about harassment. But let's be serious. It's not just women, and it's not just a sexual harassment. LGBTQ plus people, I'm sure, are quite harassed as well.
Indeed, you're very. You know what? Very true. They are. You know, there might be some that don't like a certain type of sex or whatever, and then you're gonna have these freaking animals that are gonna come and harass you and be like, "Hey, what's up, baby?" You know, and then you're like, you know, can you please not? But they keep on. It's man. You know what? On the behalf of all men out there, I would like to apologize because fucking A. Actually, we would because, dude, those assholes are not men. Let's be honest. They're assholes. They're fucking animals, and they fucking only think with their dicks. You know, we as men, we treat our women with respect. Yes, we're with the guys. We're assholes. We're fucking around with the other men. You know, we fart and shit like that. But in front of a lady or a woman, we give the women the most utter respect that we have to. Open the door for them and make sure that they're treated comfortably.
Why did you bring that up? You said you weren't going to bring that up.
What? Us farting?
Yeah.
I had to let them know.
Dude, it was the Taco Bell.
Shut up. Nobody knows about the Taco Bell.
I paid to have the stains cleaned. You really need to let that go.
I'm planning to let it go after this podcast, but you know, that anyways, that's something different. So yes, harassment bad. We're good. Yes?
I don't know about me being good. I mean, I'm acceptable. I'm at least decent.
All right, but you know what, man? Let's get down to some other news, which it looks like everything announced in EA during the EA Play Live 2021, which they came out some good games there. I mean, one specifically, or actually two, because you know, Battlefield 2042. I'm actually excited to see what else they're going to bring. I really want that game to be really successful. But, Willie, could we go down the lineup of games that they announced in EA?
All right. But only because you asked nicely. Okay. First off, I want to bring up Grid. Because, remember last year, EA did buy Codemasters. They made the Grid and Dirt racing series. And they announced a new Grid game, Grid Legends. But oh my God, It's another one of those games. Okay, it has a single player campaign
Yeah.
with cutscenes. Do we really need to have cutscenes in games?
No,
I
why?
mean, yeah, I mean, you because you can
I
make a
get
case that
it.
yes,
But
you do.
no.
I get flashbacks to Need for Speed 2015 that not only had cutscenes, but unskippable cutscenes
Oh, I don't like that.
where a bunch of people are trying to be cool street racers. I don't know. I've always had a problem with that. Even with Need for Speed Underground. So don't come at me with that shit.
Mm.
Need for Speed Underground with Brooke Burke talking about how you have to be a star. I don't care. I want to race.
Give me a car. I want to go vroom.
But anyway,
Okay.
another indie game looks nice called Lost in Random.
Okay.
Showing on the screen now. Looks nice. Say season 2 of Knockout City. I still have not played this game, and I feel like a scrub for not doing so.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I don't remember. I remember getting the codes and stuff to play it, but I never jumped on it. And I feel like
I have it
like
as
such
part
an
of.
ass.
I had it as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I should have jumped on that shit immediately.
You're absolutely right about that.
But whatever. And a new update for Apex Legends.
Uh huh.
Okay, which is just called Apex Legends Emergence.
Yes.
And you have and another character, Seer. Okay, this was the big one for you and for Agent Joe.
Of course.
Battlefield actually released what their third mode was, what their mysterious third mode was, and it's called Portal. And basically, it's custom maps where you can get elements of maps from previous games. And the previous games we're talking about here are the heavy hitters. Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3.
Yes. Yes.
I know that you're happy about that one.
I am actually happy. Like now, I'm kind of leaning towards that I want to buy this game. Just let you know off the bat.
Can I be honest? When I first heard that they were going to make Battlefield Portal,
yeah,
the first thing I thought was 128 player maps where everybody has the portal gun.
You know, you're not alone. You're not alone.
Which would have been amazing.
Could you fucking imagine that? Just everyone just fucking going everywhere. It'll be like
that would have been amazing. Dude. But okay, fine, all right. Battlefield Portal. You're gonna have the picture I'm looking at is P-51 Mustang, a P-51 Mustang, flying over a bunch of armored robots.
Such awesome stuff.
Yeah, okay, sure. And the last one was the one that had been speculated for a while and that I was dreading, and that's the remake of Dead Space.
But why is this such a dread? That's the part that I'm kind of curious, and also I'm sure that our fans want to know as well, because we want to let them know at least what's the pros and cons for this one, Willie.
Okay, first of all, I'll give the details. They're remaking it, meaning that it's going to take the beats from the original game.
Mm-hmm.
They did say that they're going to add new story elements and new character elements and all a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And turns out that they spoke to one of the people that was part of the original development team, Visceral, that came up with Dead Space in the first place. So it seems like their heart's in the right place. And a related story, it's going to be exclusive to next-gen consoles and PC.
Which is fucking
so
awesome.
There's not going to be a last-gen crutch in this one. But anyway, the reason why I'm afraid of it, it's personal for me. Dead Space was an awesome series. The first game was a breath of fresh air at a time where everybody kept telling us that nobody plays horror games. Horror games they don't make money. And it gained enough of a following that they thought, you know what, let's make a second one. And then they made a third one. And the third one completely fucked with the Dead Space formula. Dead Space was survival horror in space, literally. Your dude, his name was Isaac, I believe. It's just like going through this abandoned huge spaceship that's infested with these weird aliens that you have to kill by shooting off their limbs. You can't cut off their head.
No,
They don't care about the head. No, you cut off their arms and legs. That's how you kill them.
that's fucking amazing.
And it was fucking awesome. It was very atmospheric. It was creepy as shit. And it had really good gameplay.
But I'm gonna tell you something. This commercial that they put out brought back that creepiness that I remember seeing from the first game.
Yeah, but okay, if they're gonna go and make a spiritual successor or a spiritual remake of the original Dead Space, then I'm 100% down. But if they're gonna do the EA thing that they do, like what they did with Dead Space 3, where he insisted that there had to be multiplayer and there had to be microtransactions.
Okay.
Because they came up with a bullshit crafting system that required you to grind for all these bunch of things that you can conveniently buy on their cash shop, then fuck them. And since this is EA, you are not going to convince me that they're not going to do that until I actually have the game in hand.
Not local.
The one benefit, it's being done by EA Motive, and they did the pretty awesome Star Wars Squadrons game.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But then again, Visceral was an awesome developer until EA'd them. So hopefully I got all that out of the system, and you understand why I'm so hesitant.
No, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But let's see. I mean, if they have this going on, they're gonna have all these cool things. So let's see. I mean, you know me, I'm the all optimist. So I'm praying for all the good things that are gonna happen.
You're Optimus Prime.
Yes, indeed, I am. But I for sure think that good things are gonna happen. So let's see. I'm willing to give this a shot, and I'm actually even looking to buying the game. But I gotta see more trailers because it looks good. Because I like the fact that you have to shoot off the limbs and stuff. I mean, it's gonna be a tricky shit, but I'm gonna try it. Pero that's just me. Now, there's something here which I have no idea about this shit, which I was kind of oblivious. It must have been a lot of work. And it looks like Grand Theft Auto Online Los Santos turns update breaks record. Everyone gets free cash. Excuse me. So
you shouldn't have had that scotch before we started the show.
Look, scotch is good for you. It makes me limber.
Oh, I know it.
So, but the thing is that this right here, so it came out to be update of it break records, and everyone got free cash. The fuck? What?
Okay, this is the reason why I say don't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 anytime soon. They had a new update recently called Los Santos Tuners.
Okay.
So they were going and they were giving a Grand Theft Auto Online the Need for Speed Underground vibe.
Okay.
Where you get your car and you fucking tune the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, Rockstar Games said more players joined GTA Online for the launch of the update than any previous update in the game's history.
That's amazing.
They didn't give exact numbers. They never do.
No, they just say, they'll just say the word, record breaking and all this good fluff. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get numbers by Monday, but for now, this is something that they probably didn't expect. I'm pretty sure of it right now.
Right, and they're saying that anyone who's logged in between now and the 1st of August are gonna have an extra $250,000 deposited into their account in the game.
Man, that's wow. Can you wish that happened in everyday life? Shit.
Well, they had a time for that where you logged in for a certain period of time and you get $1 million a day.
Son of a bitch. That's for the PS5. That's for the PS5.
That's for PS4. That's for previous gen, current gen, and PC.
Son of a bitch.
Because those are the ones that have been updated. PS3 and Xbox 360 were left in the dust.
Got it.
But yeah, no. This is the reason why there's never going to be I want to say never, but there's not going to be a Grand Theft Auto 6 for a very long time because this is still making them acres of money.
Yeah. They're getting tired. The day that they get tired of making money is when Part 6 comes out.
Everyone talks about how movies are superior to video games because whatever movies is more established. I want you to know that Grand Theft Auto Online has almost made more money than all of the MCU.
Fuck, that's a lot of money.
I'm talking about at the point now. It's probably at $3 billion. This thing continues to make the money, and why would they pull the plug on this?
I don't know, man. But it makes me want to change career paths right now and just go over there now. Just,
all right,
just get a quarter of it.
That's enough. That's enough. Let's get mad.
Okay, no, I'm gonna get really mad. I'm actually gonna get mad at this part because I still blame you for talking about this.
No,
I still blame you. I still blame you.
This is not my fault. This is not my fault.
All right, look, ladies and gentlemen, right now, you'll be the judge about this. Right now, Grease is going to come out with a prequel for a TV show and a movie. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but a certain somebody here mentioned that a couple times, but as a joke. I get it. For Jurassic Park, the whole Grease hairdo, everything. We mentioned it and we're laughing about it, but someone mentioned it. I'm not going to point no elbows and shit here.
You are not blaming me for this shit because I did not say that I wanted another Grease movie.
No, you didn't have to, but they heard you.
That it would be pretty fucking awesome if Vin Diesel were to have a Danny Zuko haircut and sing songs from Grease.
Look, they heard you. That's it. They went like this.
And I was talking about a remake, not a prequel.
No, that's the thing. They heard you, Willie. That's the thing. They sat there, listened to the Miami Geeks podcast, and they're like, you know what? This Uncle Willie got the point. Guys, let's start making a prequel. And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Before I totally eviscerate everything that you just said, let's get the details out of the way.
Let's go.
Paramount Plus.
Yes.
Which is Paramount streaming service because everyone has to have a streaming service and it has to have the plus sign on it. If not, it doesn't count. They're going to create a prequel TV series called Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies. It's going to have 10, they're thinking 10 one-hour episodes focusing on the Pink Ladies from the movie. So Rizzo, Jan, Marty, and Frenchie.
Jesus Christ, Willie.
And talking about how they created the Pink Ladies.
I'm not, no.
But that's not all.
Oh,
they're also thinking about a prequel movie called Summer Lovin'.
No, bro, no. So we're gonna go back to when they got hooked up and shit.
Maybe.
Anda pinga, bro. That's it.
Maybe.
Corta. I don't want to do this no more. I'm out.
And I will say this right now. Okay. Well, first let me eviscerate you. Okay.
All right, go.
I didn't ask for this. You know I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
No one would ask for this.
But family. That's why.
Okay. No. Listen. If they make Grease Summer Lovin', and it starts Vin Diesel as Danny Zuko, I forgive everything.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious?
I want to hear him. I want to hear him with that gravel voice he has, trying to do a shit greaser accent.
No. You know what?
I want to see it.
Okay. You know what? I actually accept that now. I am going to accept that. Because now I really want to see that fucking Vin Diesel, slick back hair, Danny Zuko haircut, and trying to sing one of those songs.
The whole back and forth thing when he gets nervous and he's smoking in it. I want to see that. I want to see Vin Barbarino.
I'm not. You know what? No.
I knew it talked you into it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we can have the Raptors driving the Autobots. We can have that next.
I'm so.
There's gonna be the Uncle Willie.
They're listening to you, Willie. Stop.
The Uncle Willie cinematic universe.
That's what they're building here, bro. They're making the Uncle Willie cinematic universe, and we're in the fucking middle of it. Stop.
And you are welcome.
God, you know what, Willie? I'm done with you, Willie. I'm done with you. Let's talk about something even more interesting, guys, which is Spawn makeup artist Greg Nicotero compares the reboot of the movie to the 1990s animated show. Okay, so just to get you guys up to date, if you guys never seen the Spawn 1990 show that was on HBO, you guys are missing out some cool shit. To me, that was by far the coolest show ever. It was so gritty, gory. It freaking had it had everything, and especially if you read the comics, it's just that like up to that like to that look, you know. Of course, you had Todd McFarlane. He's always telling you what's going on in every episode, and then you just jump in, and my God, it was so full of gore, sex, everything. It was amazing. And for this person, for Greg, to compare the upcoming reboot to that, I say I'm so ready for this shit. Because I loved the HBO. I loved it. I really did love it. Willie?
Listen, I will say that the comic books,
yeah,
were pretty, I would say gross. They were gross.
Yeah.
And the 90s series that was on HBO was the one that captured the spirit of the comic books the best. Even though it wasn't the best at it, like it had its problems, but it was well done.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, okay, you could be saying that this person is just trying to hype up the reboot they're doing now. But if it does have the same vibe as a 90s TV show,
yeah,
that's a good thing. Can't be any worse than John Leguizamo as the Violator.
Oh God, stop. I still have that movie as a guilty pleasure because I'm an idiot, but as a catch me like on the 5th Sunday of every month, because that movie to me was like my everything. I was like, oh my God, Spawn movie, yay. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. I guess. And then I just sat there going, why did Spawn look like that? Like, why did Violator did that? Well, why is this movie not like the comics? Like, what's I need answers.
I you know what? It sucked.
Yeah.
And the only thing they can do now is improve it.
Yeah. I mean, you all have to start from the ground up eventually, right? They're doing it right now. Shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's all great. It's all dandy. But Willie, it's time. It's time.
For what?
We need to go see Suicide Squad. That's it. We need to go see it. The new one. We need to see it like yesterday. It has to see it.
Okay.
Because look, first of all, Suicide Squad 2 video shows King Shark trying to disguise himself. I'm done. Where's my ticket? I want to go today. I want to go now, today, Willie, today.
I will say
today.
This.
Yes.
I normally don't like getting hyped up for stuff.
Yep.
Because I'm afraid of that shit that sucks and me having to deal with the fact that it sucked.
Understand.
That being said, I need this movie in my life 14 days ago.
Oh, no, definitely. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, technically, what I'm playing here, it does not defeat the purpose of what you're not listening to. But I'm going to tell you this right now. It's fucking amazing. Can you imagine King Shark that he has like, because I mean, the King Shark from the series, I know he's kind of smart and whatever, but this one here, he's kind of like slow and all that, which makes him funny. I don't know why. He's just funny. And then all of a sudden he's like, I could disguise myself. And then all of a sudden he talks in Spanish. He puts his finger on his mouth and it's a disguise for him. It's his mustache. And I can't. I want it. I want it so bad. It's everything. It's everything.
I don't even know what to tell you.
He talks in Spanish. I'm done. That's it. I want it.
All he does is say "sí."
See,
He didn't exactly break out the freaking the fuck is the name of that goddamn program? The Rosetta Stone. Thank you.
I don't give a damn. He said one thing that I was like, wait a minute, Hispano? And that's it. I was like, ha, Hispanic. Listen, that's it. You're here.
I just want to see this movie. Now, this is on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Anthony Anderson was hosting, and he brought out Margot Robbie, John Cena, and James Gunn, and John Cena was in costume as the Peacemaker,
Mhm.
and they were just talking about the movie, and they
Yes.
showed two clips. One was one that we had seen previously, which I guess they were trying to break out Margot Robbie, but she had already broken herself out.
Yeah.
But the other one is them talking about that they had to go somewhere, and King Shark couldn't go because hello, giant shark.
I mean, he's a giant great white.
And he's talking about that he wants to wear a disguise and then he can wear a fake mustache. And now the thought of a huge walking shark voiced by Sylvester Stallone with a fake mustache on is the only thing that I have running around in my brain.
Thank God it's not just me, because in my head I'm like, I want to see it. And for some odd reason, I feel that around the line of this movie, we're gonna see him do that. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see him somewhere on the line when that passes and shit. He's just gonna wear a disguise and it's just that a mustache. And he's gonna walk around the city or some shit. Watch, I feel it. Something tells me that he's gonna end up doing it because that's the funniest shit I've heard by far.
I am not even going to complain.
I'm not. Now, if I do want to complain about something, Willie, it's this. All right, it's Megan Fox fans want her as Poison Ivy in the DCEU. Look, I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, look, she has like, she doesn't know how to act. I'm sorry. Like, it's there. Like, I guess her appeal and whatever, but the only appeal I remember from Transformers, and that's it. Like, she's out of it already, I think. Willie, could you clarify for me? Like, what do you think? Like, what can we do with Poison Ivy? Or I mean, Megan Fox as Poison Ivy with her hammered thumbs and shit like that.
First of all, don't bring up the hammer thumbs, all right?
Oh my god! But have you seen those things, bro? They're like giant toe thumbs, dude.
But whatever. We all have our own
fucking thumb, dude.
We all have our own imperfections.
Hers is right there, though.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah, like I am
pointing at myself as I'm saying that.
But that's fine. But her toe thumbs. Though.
Okay. Now, as far as her acting, I don't think we've seen enough to be able to say that she is or is not a good actress. Don't bring up Transformers because Michael Bay can't get a good performance out of anything that's not made by Chevy.
Okay, how about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Bay. She is allergic to Bayhem.
Yes, she is.
So I'm not going to say that she's a thespian, but I'm not going to say that she's absolutely horrible. As a matter of fact, if you want to get nitpicky about it, she didn't do a bad job in the first Transformers.
Yeah, but it was all looks and like a couple one-liners.
Well, because all Michael Bay wanted to focus on was on her and her body. And let's face it, she's not a bad-looking woman.
Yeah, she's not.
But
once you're not focusing on her thumbs. But anyways, go ahead.
Whatever. Okay. She has her fans, and her fans want to see her as Poison Ivy.
Okay.
Now, do I care? Not really. It's not like Poison Ivy is such a complex character.
Nah. She's Poison Ivy.
But all this comes up because she decided that she did say that she wanted to be part of the DCEU, if that's what it's being called anymore. And so immediately they thought of Poison Ivy. Now, the average person will probably look at it and say, Megan Fox. Now, she is making quite a few movies. She's in quite a few movies now. Now, they'll probably look at her and say, like,
wasn't she in that movie that they were being hunted down by a tiger?
Remember? I can remember this. I know she's in a movie now called I Am Dead, and one that just came out recently called Midnight in the Switchgrass, which is with Bruce Willis. Which I will go out on a limb and say that in that movie she's a better actor than Bruce Willis because Bruce Willis is not even trying anymore.
Yeah, he's done.
If she can't outact Bruce Willis, she needs to turn in her SAG card and go into real estate or something.
That's fucked up.
I'm just saying. If you can't outact Bruce Willis, who is in so much cut the check mode,
yeah,
that he's way past beyond caring, you got to give it up.
I agree.
But then I got to go and remind people that I mean, it's not something that you want to focus on, but you do realize that having Poison Ivy and the whatever the DCEU is supposed to be calling itself now means that eventually she's going to meet up with and hook up with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. Say whatever the fuck you want about her hammer fingers, that's a pretty couple.
Yeah, I mean, it got a little warmer here all suddenly, but
That's a pretty couple.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. That's pretty freaking hot, indeed. Yeah.
Speaking of DCU,
oh yeah,
let's talk about Superman.
You know what? You're right, Willie. It looks like our Black Panther star Michael B. Jordan is developing a Superman limited series for HBO Max, in which he may star as Val Zod. I'm down with it. Michael B. Jordan is actually a real good actor, like hands down. I mean, I feel bad for him that he was in freaking Space Jam 2, but we'll just I'll swipe that under the rug. But I think he's actually a good character, a good candidate for for Val Zod. I would like to see that actually. And if it's going to be a limited series, I'm down. Willie?
Now, for those who don't know, Val Zod is a black Superman.
Indeed.
So a black Kryptonian.
Yeah.
And there's been talks about doing something where they would introduce black Superman. Kind of sad you have to say it like that, but that's how people, in their heads will mostly see him as. But yeah, a movie that starts Val Zod, I'm down. Michael B. Jordan, I think he can pull it off.
I think so too, man. I think he can pull it off just fine as well.
Is it bad? Is it bad that in my head I think about casting for Val Zod, and the first person that comes to mind is Chadwick Boseman?
I see no problem with that either.
I was looking through old videos on YouTube, and I found when all the MCU actors were doing the whole press thing for Infinity War.
Okay.
And it was on Conan. Was it Conan? No, it was not Conan. But either Conan or Seth, I don't know. But it was Josh Brolin, Sebastian Stan, Karen Gillan, was a fourth pro, of course, Chris Hemsworth, and Chadwick Boseman. And it was like, damn. Not just that, you see him, and he passed away not too long after, but knowing that during that press junket, he was suffering from cancer and was in pain, and he just played it off. Nobody knew. I wake up in the morning and I have a crimp in my neck because I slept in the wrong position, and I'm a mess. This man was dying of cancer, and he like if nothing was going wrong, like if it was just a normal day.
I don't get that.
Just out of that.
I know. I understand.
He would have made a good Val Zod.
I know, definitely, dude. But you know what? I would like to say this, guys. From everything we talked about today, I would love to hear your thoughts. We would love to hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about everything we talked about today. Pick or choose whatever you like to talk about, and let's do that. I mean,
go ahead.
I am so open for everything here.
Lie to me. Tell me that a Grease prequel starring Vin Diesel as Danny Zuko is not a good idea. Lie to me. It's not a good idea. It's the best idea.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, have your conversation with him about that. I want no part of this. None. Nothing.
On every part of it.
No.
If it happens,
I'm gonna read it, and I'm just gonna go. Well, I guess I'll just go right over to the next question if there's one there. But
if it happens,
I can just walk right by it.
And it becomes the ultimate guys' night movie, I demand the apology in writing.
In writing?
Yes. Handwriting. You ain't typing shit.
Handwriting? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's how important.
My hand on
That's
paper?
how important what I'm saying is.
Okay.
You
know what?
You'll put some spec on it.
I'll put some spec on that shit. Fuck, you're gonna get a lot of spec. My fucking hand, I can't even keep a pen, a pencil, and a fucking paper together long enough to write it. But you're gonna get it. I'll make sure of it. Shit. But ladies and gentlemen,
we're
I just want to
morons.
How do you know how long? Do you know how hard it was to keep my composure talking about pen and papers in my hands and shit? It was hard as fuck. I couldn't do that.
We're
But ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing podcast. And as always, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, follow us, all the social media that we have down there below. Check out our guys from Miami Geeks, from D2D. Check out our family from Decora Lights. But yeah, I'm spent today. I'm happy.
You can check out Miami Geeks too. I mean, I know you're doing it already, but you can check out more.
Check out some more. We have some good content. I mean, go to our freaking Instagram page, which we have a lot of stuff there for us. A lot. Well, guys, we do. And yeah, guys, so thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on Monday. Peace.
Bye.